Today, I wanted to talk to you. I got this bird flying so slow over my head. Anyway, hey friends, I'm Alex James, and today I'm at Barbara Park in Orlando, Florida. Absolutely beautiful out here. Paradise as usual. And I just had a quick question I wanted to knock out and kind of get answered for maybe a few of you that have had the same question. And that is, what's the difference between a full-time real estate agent and a part-time real estate agent? All right, so this one might seem pretty obvious, right? A full-time agent, this is what they do. Full-time, it's their main source of income. A part-time agent is the exact opposite. It is not their main source of income, and they only do it part-time. Roll credits, right? Now, although that is the obvious differences, there's a much deeper difference that on the surface level you might not realize. So for this video, I'm going to use broad brushstrokes to kind of define the differences between the two. I understand that there are a huge spectrum of full-time agents and part-time agents. I just want to do the broad brushstroke to cover 80%. So your typical part-time agent is going to be limited on their time, limited on their knowledge of the current market, and limited on experience. Again, this is broad brushstrokes. Obviously, not every part-time agent falls into that category. So what does that mean for you as the buyer or the seller? Well, naturally, you would want somebody that's going to answer your phone calls in the morning, afternoon, and maybe at night. You're also going to want them to have experience if something more complicated comes up and you need them to be able to put that fire out. And something that I think is a little bit higher up on the list is just not being up to date on what's currently going on in the market, whether that's interest rates or what's going on with the government and how that's affecting banking and mortgages. Whether you're being represented as a buyer or a seller, the part-time agent might have a little bit less experience than a full-time agent. And that's understandable, that's okay. But where it's really going to matter is when you need inspections, when you need contractors to take care of those inspections. This brings us to the full-time agent. Going to take your phone call practically 24/7. This is what they do. This is their career. This is how they eat. Full-time agent is typically going to have more knowledge about the market. They're going to have more connections, and they're going to be able to make more creative deals than your typical part-time agent. So what's a big thing that actually keeps an agent part-time rather than going full-time is actually money. So being a real estate agent is really like having your own business. You have to pay your dues, you have to do renewals, continuing education, and this is roughly every 18 months that you have to pay for these things. Every single year you have your MLS dues or your NAR dues, and these are not cheap things to keep up with, especially if you're not making money as a real estate agent. So I hope this answers your question, and I know at the same time it's going to raise a ton of other questions. Let me know what you think the difference is between the two agents. If you feel like I left something out, please leave a comment below. Let me know what I left out. If you have a correction you would like to make for it, please leave it in the comments below as well. I'm Alex James. Check out my website, alexjamesrealtor.com. And remember, paradise awaits.